For fun. So today's lesson, scatterplots and correlation. So we're going to learn how to create a scatterplot on the computer and in our calculator. So you're going to need both of those today. All right. Bivariate data. It is data for two variables, usually two types of related data. And it is not to be confused with taking two samples with one set of data.
Can you make
Yes.
it bigger? Okay. Is that possible?
I cannot. You just come. So when you are assessing whether this is bivariate or not, you have to think to yourself, I'm asking one person two questions. That's how you think about it. So I'm asking you your height and your weight. That would be bivariate data. So we're going to go through these four examples and decide, is it bivariate or is it not? Like it's just asking one question for two samples. So example 1, measuring height and weight of 50 students. Would that be bivariate? Yes. So I'm just going to put measuring the height of 50 girls and 50 boys. No. Measuring the price of ice cream and temperature on that day. Yes. Measuring prices of ice cream for chocolate and vanilla. No. Because it's like I'm just asking the price, but I've got two types of ice cream. So you're looking for two variables.
Yeah, now we know.
What?
Here's an example of what a scatter plot would look like. So this is the average daily temperature and then the number of visitors at the beach. Correlation. Correlation is a statistic that measures the strength and direction of a linear relationship between two variables.
It's fine. We're just going to keep it pushing.
Oh, it's just a two-dimensional graph. Graph.
I just call it dimensional.
Just put a D. 2D.
You're right.
Oh, it's a two-dimensional graph. You're welcome. Did anybody go see Us?
Yes.
No,
we're going to see.
No, like actually.
I was like, yeah. I saw it.
No.
So, I'm measuring the strength, direction, and the linear relationship between two quantitative variables. I hesitate telling you this, but I'm going to. No. So, this acronym can... When you're describing the correlation of a scatter plot, you can remember the acronym LSD.
That's bad. Wow.
So you're not gonna forget it. So you're gonna say that it is linear. You're gonna name the strength, and you're gonna name the direction. So strength means weak or strong or moderate, and then direction is positive or negative, and you'll just say the word linear. So it'll be linear, moderate, positive graph between this and this. So when I say positive, you can either write out what that means or you can just draw a picture. It's like as your x is increasing, y is increasing. As negative is as x increases, my y decreases. To have like your strength, weak versus strong. If something is strong, then your points will be close together. You can almost form a line. And then if it's weak, then the points are more spread out. It's really easy to kind of tell whether something is weak or strong.
Can it be weak and linear?
Yep. I'm gonna skip that. So we're gonna identify strength and direction. So for this first one, A, what do we think? So is it positive or negative? Positive. Do we think it's weak or strong? Strong, positive, linear.
So is that how we write? Like, do we have to write a whole sentence, or can we say strong positive?
So for now, it's just strong, positive, linear. Once we start having like assigning context to it, so if I had height and weight, you would say strong, positive, linear relationship between height and weight. Yeah. So for now, we don't have it.
Positive or negative? It's a nothing.
So B, there's no relationship with B. There's none. If it just looks like a bunch of scattered stars in the sky, then there's no, it's not positive or negative. There's just none.
Oh, I just write none?
None, yeah. What about C?
Negative, weak.
Negative, weak.
Is this linear?
Linear, yes.
Okay. It's strong. I don't know if that's a line.
What about D? Strong, positive, but does it look linear? No, so we just say curved. Don't say exponential, just say curved. Yes, the points are pretty close together. So if they're close together, it's still strong, but it just doesn't form a line. In this case, it's curved.
Strong, positive, curved.
Another thing we're going to need to be able to identify is given a scenario and decide if you think it's positive, negative, or no relationship. So, heights of mothers and heights of their adult daughters. Do you think that that has a positive?
No relation. Well, yeah, kind of. No, because you do.
That correlates, right? It's like if you're
Okay, over an adult daughter.
That does have a relationship, though.
It has.
Like if you're
a weak relationship.
so
short on the same line.
listen,
So my mom's and I'm tall.
guys, stop talking. So if I have a scatter plot, imagine height of mothers here. So these are the short moms, these are the tall moms. Then you've got daughters here. Do you think that that correlation, as if the mother is getting taller, you think the daughter will also be tall? So it'll be positive. You don't need to say strong or negative. We can't determine that. Just say positive, negative, or no relationship.
Oh. I thought I said weak.
Okay, age of car and its value, negative, because as the car is getting older, it's decreasing.
Positive.
Positive. Height of a person in their birth month,
No relation.
no relationship. Doesn't matter what month you were born. Number of hours in safety training and the number of accidents that occur. It ideally should be negative. So if you think,
It could potentially be.
No relationship.
It could be no relation or positive.
yeah. Okay, so you have some scatter plots on your,
I do.
do you have this?
They're after.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's after. Whatever.
Oh, I didn't include the word problem on there, that's why. Okay, so let's do the word problem really quickly. So what I want us to do is we're just going to draw a scatter plot, and we're going to do it two ways because on my math lab it's going to give you a ton of data points. So that's why we're going to do it on Excel as well as our calculator. So what I want us to do first is the calculator way. So I want you to put all of your x values.
We gotta go to
So go to list, So I want you to put all of your values, this speed, into list 1. So speed is going to be list 1. And then I want you to put your distance in list 2.
Dead action.
Once you have all of your data into list 1 and list 2, if I want to make a scatter plot, I'm going to go to second, y equals, plot 1 should be turned on, and it's the first one that looks like a scatter plot. Then zoom 9. And what you will record, you don't need any numbers. You just need your L. Make your dots look like the same pattern that you see. And then you just need to label it. So my x-axis would be what? Speed. And then my y-axis is?
Distance.
Good. So label your x and your y. And then fill in the dots like this. Perfect. Once you have done that, I want you to get your laptop out and try the Excel directions. And that's what we'll do before class. This last slide is looking at 8, or I guess there's 9 different scatter plots and ordering them from negative strong to positive strong. Okay? So what is the letter of the strongest negative correlation that you see?
D.
D. Whoa, that was really good. D. So I'm going to cross that one off.
And then G.
D, then G. Then what would be next?
I'm not sure I understand it.
We can fill in what we know. So
H or A?
H or A, let's skip those. Is there any of them that have none?
B is the strongest. C has none.
B is
C
the
is none.
C and E.
C has none.
E. And H.
E.
C and A.
I.
And I.
We did this. We did the last one.
Then we're gonna go from weak positive to weak strong.
F is second positive.
You're
Or
telling me there's only
second
one of those?
next to B.
B is the strongest.
Is I weak?
B is the strongest.
F goes behind B.
F goes behind B.
Then I would say I.
The next two would be E. So we've got E and I that are both positive. And if it helps to put like negative and positive next to it, negative,
E and then I.
positive, positive, negative.
I think it should be an I after C. I'm going backwards.
Oh. I got you. Yeah.
I think A goes after G. Yeah.
A goes after G.
Yeah.
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 And then probably H.
Yeah.
H? How is H negative?
Yeah, but look at H.
Do you think that E or I is stronger?
E is stronger.
I think I is stronger.
I think that
I think E's stronger for as many dots as E has. They're closer together than if I would have all those spots.
I think that let's see.
I is stronger.
I think I is stronger.
Yeah, definitely.
So D, G, A, H, C, E, I, F, B.
I want to go look at the back of this one.
No, we're gonna.